going through pantries and figuring out stuff to make and make it good. Box of ramen. I'm sure for anybody who was stocking up, you got a little bit of ramen hanging around. What we're gonna do is do like actual restaurant ramen, like $12 ramen for under $1, and it should be pretty nice, pretty flavorful, and everything else. I got this little hot pot at the thrift store for, I think they got me for $4 on that one. But I used to use one just like this in a dorm room when I went to boarding school, and we cooked everything in. I'm gonna use it as a hot pot. So let's see how this thing turns out. $12 ramen for $1. Let's start off with a little lesson about ramen. You remember I taught you how to do the 6-minute eggs and pickled eggs? I have a pickled egg. That will work for what we're doing. This is a little bit of bok choy, okay? It's a little greenery. All I did was slice it down this way with my $2.50 knife. These are just carrots, and I did what are called matchsticks. These are big, ugly matchsticks. They really should be just a little more delicate and fine. But for what you're doing at home, big, ugly ones will be just fine. I literally bought 3 shiitake mushrooms, fresh. I think it was 45 cents or something. And then I've got a little bit of sweet potatoes. Now, as you can see, my thrift store teapot is a brewing, all right? So what I'm gonna do is throw these in here because I need them to cook a little bit, right? I'm gonna let that go, and then we're gonna do our ramen at the last minute and get the rest of this stuff in. So carrots and sweet potatoes, I'm gonna go ahead and put in there. And I'm gonna close it. This thing dangerously does not turn off until you turn it off, okay? Just so you know. We'll probably add about 2 minutes on this. Whether it's actually cooked or not, I'm not really sure. So I'm gonna pull one out and see where we're at. That's close enough, because by the time we're done with this. Okay, so I've got my ramen. And ordinarily you smash the pack and get these things all broken down, but we're trying to make this look cooler. Okay, my chicken base. I'm sure it's basically salt, so enjoy. Enjoy it while you can, my man. Let's go ahead and drop our noodles in here. Actually, let's not. Let's do some soy sauce, all right? So right now, inside here is soy sauce, carrots, and sweet potatoes, and they are boiling vigorously. Let's have us a look. Boiling vigorously. All right, so we'll leave that alone. Let's throw our noodles in. And what I would suggest is dunk them down a little bit. And we're trying to make this look pretty, remember. Okay, at the last minute, once we pour most everything out, we're gonna throw the mushrooms in because we're basically blanching them. And our bok choy, we're basically blanching that. Okay, so let's have a look and see where our ramen is. It's starting to fall apart, which means literally, here in a minute, we can start plating. Now what I am gonna do is turn this thing off. These things were terrible in the old dorm rooms. All right, so let's go ahead and get our noodles out. Right? Let's get a little broth over them so they continue to cook. Now I'm using a spoon. You can do whatever you need to, because I want the vegetables to be on the side. All right, starting to look pretty snazzy there. Let's get my vegetables out. We'll pull these over to one side. I still have a couple of cups of broth in here. I hope you can see that. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna throw my mushrooms in there, my bok choy. And I'm not sure they need to be at any high degree of temperature. We just leave this stuff here until we get ready to go, okay? My egg, we're gonna go ahead and cut that in half. You know, hey, a little bit of run. We're gonna get closer to a real ramen than you think. All right, got that one done. Actually smells pretty darn nice at this point. Now the only thing I'm missing, truthfully, green onions. I usually have them here at the restaurant, can't find them. I'm gonna give this 1 minute and then we'll be ready to go. My guess is that we're probably good enough to go. I'll bring this over and show it to you so you can get a little view. The broth is good, it looks rich and nice, and all of this made in my little thrift store pot. Now the thing is, you don't want to just pile this stuff up, okay? Let's go greenery in the middle, let's try to give it a design. Let's get our mushrooms over to the side, because I always think mushrooms are kind of the cooler part of the presentation on this, because Asians eat different mushrooms than us, and I think it makes it a Okay, so now I've got a 20-cent pack of ramen. I've got maybe 50 cents worth of vegetables and a pickled egg. And I think I may be just okay. And this is our under $1 ramen. Not bad. All I get to do right now is taste the broth, see how it is. Okay, that's actually decent and it looks good. And realistically under $1. Go through your refrigerator, use whatever you have in there. Make sure you get color coordination out. That's the big one. Have a good day.